the other thing is the story of Barbara, who couldn't be an economist because she was a woman.
Yeah, tell about you.
When I was interviewed in 1954, now that was some years later, and everybody I went to, I had over 57 interviews before I found a job.
50.
Well,
Wow.
I remember 57 because there was
With a law degree in your hand, right?
Well, and not only that, I'd passed the bar.
Yeah.
And I remember 57 because there were 57 varieties of Heinz pickles.
Wow.
And everybody who interviewed me would say, you know, I'd hire you, but the partners wouldn't, the other partner wouldn't. Or I'd hire you, but the clients wouldn't like it. But there was only one person who looked me right straight in the eye, and that was when I thought, where could I get lost? No clients would see me. And I thought, the trust department of the Bank of America. And I went to the trust department and I met one attorney. They did have an opening, and he said, but Mr. I can't remember this, the vice president and senior counsel of the Bank of America, Mr. whatever his name was, will never hire a woman. So that was Christopher Jenks, and then there was another man I went, Ken Johnson. I remember those people well. They both said they'd hire me. They had a space. Mr. Stewart, Sam Stewart, but Mr. Stewart says he will never hire a woman a lawyer. And I finally said I'd like to meet Mr. Stewart. I went interviewing in a suit, a skirt suit with a little black straw hat. Ooh. And little white cotton gloves that were in the 50s now.
Right. Yeah.
And I saw Mr. Stewart. He was very friendly. He gave me a cup of coffee, and he looked me right straight in the eye, and he said, Mrs. LaPron, as long as I am Vice President General Counsel of the Bank of America, there will never be a woman in the law department. At least he was honest. But that was 54.
Well, tell about how you got hired and your husband, who took a few times to pass the bar, still got more money than you.
Oh, my first job and I was hired. I finally did find a job. I was a secretary in the morning, and in the afternoon I moved to another office that I shared with another young attorney and became a lawyer.
On your own?
All my classmates went to work for $350 a month, and I made $175. So things, you know, I think especially for the young, for this one, you know, to hear that things are so much, you know, I think that the young women and a lot of the young blacks don't realize
that you paved the way.
Well,
how good it is.
It's not me, but how much life has changed.
Now we have a woman as a nominee for president and a black.
I mean, it's incredible.
The
It's
oldest
incredible.
man to run for.
And the oldest.
The senior.
Well, and in this state we have three. We have a
Speaker of the
Speaker of the House and 2 women senators.
Senators from California. What a
Absolutely.
change.